What every homeowner should know about late mortgage payments. First of all, let me start by saying this: the American dream is to own your own home. It's an honor and a privilege to own a piece of the neighborhood that you live in. The thing that matters is every homeowner needs to maintain their property to keep the value of properties up in the neighborhood. And so with that said, we need to understand what are the expenses with owning a home. You are no longer a tenant and you must repair any and everything that goes wrong or not working in the home. Therefore, you must put aside a fund just for repairs. You will also need a homeowner insurance policy and you will have to pay property taxes on your home. These are extra expenses other than living in an apartment. And now let me get into the part that many homeowners do not understand: what happens when a homeowner falls behind with their mortgage payment. There are many reasons why a homeowner may fall behind with their mortgage payment. You could lose employment, sickness, divorce, or an accident, etc. Do you know all options that are available to you from your lender or servicing company? If not, continue listening. Many of you will think that the lender or servicing company will work with you to correct the situation. They will, but you must understand that they are in business to make money, and the bottom line is, whatever the agreement is, it will be in their favor. When you get a notification from them stating you are behind with your mortgage payment and you need to contact them, most people will become an ostrich and stick their head in the sand, and when they pull it out, in most cases it will be too late to save anything. When you become 90 days late including your first late payment, another letter will be sent, and this time it will have an auction date and time that your property will be sold. You can call a real estate attorney or contact the lender or servicing company. What you need is for someone to understand what position you are in. When they do, this will help you to really come to grips with the situation, with what you have been refusing to believe. This can only happen when the light bulb comes on. You start to realize this is real and you need to stop the blood from bleeding. The numbers don't lie. When you figure out your monthly expenses and they supersede your income, you see your decision. Even if your home cannot be saved because bad things happen to good people, and you must make an intelligent decision for yourself and your family. The decision is yours to make. It's time for you to save something out of this mess, like your credit, not filing for bankruptcy, receiving some assistance to move, being able to purchase another home in 36 months, and not putting your family through 7 years of suffering along with you. Owning a home is a big investment, and you should know when to stop throwing good money into a bad investment. Cut your losses and save something as opposed to losing everything. Time is not on your side. Here is where we come in. Creative Real Estate Investments, LLC. This is a free non-government community service company to keep the value of homes up in the neighborhood. We specialize in the following areas: buy, sell, foreclosures, lease auctions, people with a double mortgage payment because of employment relocation, and people who are self-employed and cannot get a traditional loan from a lender. When contacting an attorney, they will more than likely tell you to file bankruptcy, and if they are honest with you, they will say you will need to make your mortgage payment even if you're in bankruptcy. All the lender or servicing company has to do is to file a petition with the court after you miss the first mortgage payment to release the property from the court. Now, let's see what the lender and the servicing company have to offer their clients. Forbearance, reinstatement, foreclosures, short sale, cash for keys, loan modification, refinance. We will go over each one of these so that you understand just what you're getting into. Forbearance. This is normally the first one they will offer, but you must know how this agreement will work for you. You will be allowed to reduce your payment or not make any payment at all. But here is what many of us do not understand. This is a payment agreement which they will let you do whatever you decide to pay for 90 days. At which time the lender or servicing company will want a significant deposit of the back payments, and the balance will be divided by 12, and whatever that amount of money is, will be added to your monthly payment due on the 91st day after your agreement. Reinstatement. This agreement is just like buying something for cash. You will pay the total amount of back payments all at one time. Foreclosures. This agreement has 3 parts to it. The first is pre-foreclosures. This period of time will be for the first 30 days you are late. The second part, in between the 31st day of lateness and 90 days, you will be notified with a date and time your property will be sold at the auction. In some states, you will have to notify the lender or servicing company 3 days before the auction that your account is current and no longer in the process, otherwise you can bring your account current at any time before your property is sold. Part 3. The property is sold at the auction, and if not sold at the bid price or above the strike price of the bank, they will retain the property back as a real estate owned (REO) property. If your property is sold for more than the bid or strike price and there are no other junior contracts on the property, you will receive that amount of cash, otherwise the junior contractor will receive the money. Short sale. This is an agreement where the lender or the servicing company will agree to sell the property and the owner will not receive in cash at all. When the property is sold, the owner of the property could receive a judgment against them for a deficiency judgment for the balance of the price sold at the auction and the value of the property at the time of the sale. Cash for keys. This agreement is for the owner to turn in the keys to the lender, servicing company, or new owner and walk away from the property. However, it will be to the present owner's advantage to ask for some revenue because they will broom clean the property without destroying anything. This is another way of getting an extension to stay longer in the property before moving out. The new owner will pay the previous owner with cash as long as the money is not used to purchase another property. That's why it's called cash for keys. Loan modification. This agreement is an in-depth personal evaluation of the client's personal monthly expenses, and this will change their lifestyle. What I mean by a personal in-depth personal account of your monthly income expenses. I know some years ago when I was a counselor, the lenders were only allowing $125 per person in a household per month for groceries. Now, I ask you, what can you buy to feed your child for $125 a month? This is only one part of the process. The other is after you figure out what other expenses to cut back on and you arrive at a new figure. Times that by 2 and add a new mortgage monthly amount, and if the total amount is less than your new monthly income amount, you are good to go. And if the amount is over your new income, you won't qualify. Refinance. This agreement you will not qualify for because of time, and you won't have enough equity in the property to pay an agent to sell it. You are at the mercy of your lender or servicing company if you don't have the money to make up the back payments. And if you have any doubt, just check with your lender or servicing company. Your servicing company is the place to whom you send your monthly mortgage payments to. Take action now, and contact Creative Real Estate Investments. To schedule an appointment, call 1-800-413-9553, or go to our website www.createrei.com. When you get there, at the top right of the page, click on Sell, and click on Pre-Foreclosures. This is only for information about your home, and fill out both the short and long forms, so we can devote more time to your financial issue when we contact you. And don't forget, we work by appointment only, and there is no fee. Yes, you heard it right, there is no fee. We thank you for watching our material and we wish you the best of luck. And don't forget to click on the bell for future notifications of our videos.